or confused when you try to read. Stay with me, because today I will show you a simple step-by-step way to learn English. This is not about being perfect. This is about starting small, staying strong, and becoming fluent. Every step you take in this video will bring you closer to confidence. So let's begin. Chapter 1. Start small. When you look at English, it can feel too big. You see thousands of words, long grammar books, fast movies, and people speaking so quickly. Your heart beats faster. You think, how can I learn all this? How can I ever speak like them? That thought is heavy. It can stop you before you even begin. But let me tell you a secret, my friend. You do not need to learn everything at once. You only need one small step. The first step is not big. It is not scary. It is very small. Maybe it is one word. Maybe it is one sound. Maybe it is hello. Maybe it is thank you. That small step is the seed. And from that seed, your English will grow. Think of a tree. It starts as a tiny seed in the ground. Nobody can see the tree on the first day. But if you water it, if you give it light, it grows strong. Your English is the same. When I first started, I could not say even one sentence. I felt shy. I felt stupid. I thought everyone would laugh if I spoke. So I said nothing. And because I said nothing, my English stayed silent. Then one day I said one small word. It was not perfect. My voice was shaking. My face was red. But I spoke. And in that moment, something changed. I was no longer silent. I was alive in English. That one word was my first victory. Maybe you are watching now and you also feel shy. Maybe you think you need to study for years before you can speak. But listen to me. You do not need years. You only need one small step today. Speak one word. Speak one sentence. It can be simple. Say, I am happy. Say, I like tea. Say, this is my book. It does not need to be long. It only needs to be real. Do not wait until you feel ready. If you wait, you will wait forever. Nobody feels ready in the beginning. You feel fear. You feel doubt. That is normal. Every learner feels it. Even children feel it when they start to speak their first words. But children do not stop. They speak small words. They speak broken sentences. They make mistakes. And they grow. You can do the same. The power of starting small is magic. When you speak one word today, tomorrow you can speak two. When you say one sentence today, tomorrow you can say another. Each day you grow. And one day you will look back and think, I cannot believe I was once afraid of saying one word. That day will come. But it starts with today. Let me ask you, my friend, what if you never start? What if you wait until you're perfect? That day will never come. Perfection is a trap. It keeps you silent. But what if you start small right now? What if you say just one word out loud after this video? That could be the moment your English life begins. Imagine this. You're standing in front of someone. They ask you a question in English. Before, you were scared. But because you started small, you are ready. You open your mouth, and the words come out. Simple, maybe broken, but real. And the person understands you. That feeling will fill you with power. You will smile, and you want to speak again. That is the reward of starting small. So today, do not say, English is too big. Do not say, I will start tomorrow. Say, I will start now. Start with one small step. Start with one small word. And remember this truth. Small steps every day create big change. Your English will not grow in one day. But if you water it daily, like a seed, it will become strong. And one day, it will be a tree that gives you shade, fruit, and life. My friend, I believe in you. If I could start from silence and find my English voice, so can you. You have the power. You only need courage for one small step. Speak now, not tomorrow, not someday, today. Chapter 2. Build your base. After you take your first step, the question comes, what do you do next? How do you move from one word to many words? The answer is simple. You need a strong base. Without a base, a house falls. Without a base, a bridge breaks. Without a base, your English cannot stand. But with a base, you can grow higher, stronger, and faster. Your base is not thousands of words. Your base is not grammar books. Your base is your first 100 words. Just 100. That is the secret. With 100 words, you can make real-life sentences. With 100 words, you can live your day in English. With 100 words, you can talk to yourself, talk to others, and start to think in English. Think about it. If you know the word I, if you know the word like, if you know the word coffee, you can already say, I like coffee. That is a full sentence. That is communication. You did not need grammar rules. You did not need long study. You only needed a few words to connect. This is how you build your base. Let me tell you something important. Many learners try to collect thousands of words. They memorize lists. They fill notebooks. But when they want to speak, their mind is empty. They forget everything. Why? Because they never built their base. They try to jump too high without first standing strong. Do not make this mistake. Start small. Build your 100 words. Use them every day. Make them your friends. Think about your daily life. You wake up. You eat. You go outside. You see people. You work. You sleep. What words do you need for these things? Eat, drink, sleep, work, book, phone, happy, sad. These are base words. With them, you can already create simple English. You do not need to say big things. Start with life words. Start with words you use daily. I remember my first base. I wrote down words I used in my life. Water, food, chair, table, good, bad. Then I made sentences. I drink water. This food is good. The chair is here. They were small sentences, but they were mine. They gave me confidence. Every time I said one, I felt stronger. That is the power of a base. Maybe you think 100 words are too small. Maybe you think you cannot speak with so little. But let me give you the truth. With 100 words, you can create hundreds of sentences. If you add IUE they and a few verbs, you can talk about almost everything. For example, I go, you eat, we sleep, they read. Just like that, you can already speak about your world. Do not be afraid to repeat. Repeat is your friend. If you only know 20 words now, use them. Say them again and again. Say them until they feel natural. Then add 5 more. Then add 10 more. Slowly, you reach 100. Slowly, your base grows. And every time you add one word, your English becomes stronger. Think of your base like bricks in a wall. 1 brick is not enough. 2 bricks are not enough. But with 100 bricks, you have a strong wall. And behind that wall, you feel safe. You can speak without fear. You can practice without falling. You can build higher because your base is ready. Let me ask you, my friend, what is stronger? A tall house with no base or a small house with a strong base? The tall house will fall. The small house will stay. That is why your first 100 words are gold. Do not chase big words. Do not run to hard grammar. Day by day, your wall will grow. When you build your base, you're not just learning words. You are building confidence. You are teaching your brain to live in English. You are preparing for bigger steps. So do not skip this. Do not rush. Your base is your future. My friend, remember this truth. A strong base will carry you everywhere. Without it, you will fall. But with it, you can go far, you can go high, you can go free. Build your base. Start today, and one day, you will see how high you have climbed. Chapter 3. Sentences first. When you have your first words, the next question is clear. How do you use them? Words are like pieces of a puzzle. Alone, they are nothing. Together, they make a picture. That picture is a sentence. And sentences are the true power of English. Many learners make a mistake. They spend years only studying grammar. They learn about tenses. They learn about rules. They write them in notebooks. But when it is time to speak, they are silent. Why? Because grammar without sentences is like music without sound. It looks good on paper, but it does not live in the real world. My friend, you do not need to wait for perfect grammar. You do not need to know every rule. What you need is simple sentences. Sentences that you can say in your daily life. Sentences that can carry your thoughts from your heart to another person. Sentences that can give you a voice. Think about this. You know the words I like and coffee. Put them together. You have I like coffee. That is a full sentence. That is communication. Someone understands you. You have shared your thought. You have used English in the real world. And you did it with only 3 small words. That is the secret. Do not just collect words. Connect them. Make them alive. Make them into sentences. The moment you speak a sentence, you feel a new kind of power. It is not the power of rules. It is the power of expression. You're not just learning English. You're using it. When I first spoke my first full sentence, it was not perfect. My voice was shaking. My grammar was wrong. But the person still understood me. I will never forget that feeling. It was like I had broken a wall. The wall that kept me silent for so long. And when I broke it, I felt free. That is why I tell you now. Speak sentences first. Do not wait. Start with simple patterns. I like. I have. I want. Add small words to them. I like tea. I have a pen. I want water. Look around you. See what is in your life. Put those things into sentences. Do not worry about mistakes. Do not worry about grammar. Just say them. Every time you make a sentence, your brain learns faster. Your mouth gets stronger. Your confidence grows. Grammar can come later. But right now, your job is to create life with words. And life is always made of sentences, not rules. Think of children. They do not start with grammar. They do not say, "Today I will learn the present simple tense." No, they say small sentences. I go. I eat. I play. They use what they know. And every day, their sentences grow bigger. You can learn like a child. You can start the same way. Let me ask you, what is better? To know 100 rules but speak nothing? Or to know 10 sentences and speak them with confidence? The answer is clear. Sentences give you real English. Sentences let you live in English. Rules only live in books. So today, choose 5 sentences. Write them, say them, repeat them, use them again and again. For example, I am happy. I am hungry. I like English. This is my book. That is my friend. These 5 sentences can already give you power. With them, you can speak today, and when you repeat them every day, they become natural. They become part of you. Then you add more. Slowly, your sentences will grow. Soon, you will be speaking in full conversations, and you will look back and laugh at the time you were afraid of speaking even one. My friend, remember this. Words are seeds. Sentences are flowers. If you want to see the beauty of English, you must grow sentences. Do not keep words alone. Connect them. Speak them. Live them. Sentences are your first real step into fluency. So speak today. Speak simple. Speak brave. And let your sentences carry you to the English life you dream of. Chapter 4. Listen more. If you want to speak English, you must first listen. Listening is the secret key. Listening is how children learn. Before they say one word, they listen for months. They hear voices. They hear sounds. They hear sentences. And slowly, their brain connects everything. Then one day, they open their mouth, and words come out. You could do the same. You do not need to be perfect before you start listening. You only need to open your ears and your heart. Listening is not study. Listening is life. When you listen, your brain works even when you are not aware. It catches words. It catches rhythm. It catches the music of English. I remember when I started listening every day. At first, I understood nothing. The voices sounded too fast. The words were all mixed. I felt lost. But I kept listening. I listened when I was walking. I listened when I was eating. I listened when I was going to bed. And then, something amazing happened. One day I caught one word. Then another. Then a sentence. It felt like magic. My brain was growing without me even knowing. My friend, maybe you think, but I do not understand. That is okay. Understanding will come later. In the beginning, you only need to listen. Do not fight the sounds. Do not translate. Just let English enter your ears. Let flow. Let touch your brain. Over time, the meaning will rise like the sun. Think about music. When you hear a song in another language, you do not understand every word, but you feel the sound. You feel the beat. You can even sing parts of it without knowing the meaning. That is the same with English. If you listen every day, your mouth will start to copy the rhythm. Your ears will get strong. You will begin to feel English, not just learn it. Listening is also the fastest way to improve speaking. When you hear the sound again and again, your mouth learns how to say them. That is why people that listen more, speak more. Listening is the teacher that never stops. Listening is the classroom you can carry everywhere. Do not wait for the perfect time. Start today. Listen while you're cooking. Listen while you're cleaning. Listen while you're walking outside. You do not need to understand everything. You only need to give the brain food. And listening is the best food for your English brain. At first, it will feel difficult. Your mind will get tired. You may feel bored. But keep going. Every minute of listening is a seed in your mind. And one day, those seeds will grow into sentences on your tongue. The more you listen, the faster you will speak. Let me ask you, do you remember how you learned your first language? Did someone give you grammar rules? Did someone give you a book? No. You listened to your family. You listened to people around you. And slowly you learned. This is the natural way. This is the powerful way. And it will also work for English. So today, make listening part of your life. Choose a voice you enjoy. Choose a story, a podcast, or a video. Listen every day. Do not stop after 1 week. Make a habit. If you do this, your English will surprise you. You will start to understand more. You will start to speak faster. You will start to feel free. Remember this truth, my friend. Reading teaches your eyes. Writing teaches your hands. Speaking teaches your mouth. But listening teaches your soul. Listening is the foundation of fluency. Without it, you will always struggle. With it, you will always grow. So listen more. Listen today. Listen tomorrow. Listen every day. And let English become the music of your life. Chapter 5. Speak early. There comes a moment when you must open your mouth. Many learners wait. They wait for years. They wait for the perfect day. They wait until they think their grammar is strong. They wait until their accent is perfect. But that day never comes. The truth is simple. If you want to speak English, you must speak early. You must speak before you feel ready. Speaking is not the last step. Speaking is the first step. When you speak early, you train your brain and your mouth together. You give yourself courage. You make English alive inside you. If you wait, fear will grow stronger. If you speak early, confidence will grow stronger. I remember the first time I tried to speak. My heart was beating fast. My hands were shaking. My face felt hot. I thought I would make a fool of myself. And yes, my sentence was broken. My grammar was wrong. But do you know what happened? The person still understood me. And in that moment, I felt powerful. I felt free. That was the day I learned this truth. Mistakes do not kill you. Silence does. Maybe you are afraid of mistakes. Maybe you think people will laugh. But let me ask you, what's worse? To make one mistake and learn, or to stay silent and never improve? Mistakes are not the enemy. Mistakes are teachers. Every wrong word is a step closer to a right word. Every broken sentence is a bridge to a stronger one. Children are proof of this. They speak early. They say words that make no sense. They repeat sounds again and again. They laugh. They fall. But they never stop speaking. And that is why they learn so fast. They are not afraid to sound silly. They are not afraid to try. This is the secret you must also take. Speak like a child. Be brave. Be simple. Be free. Do not wait for the perfect accent. Do not wait for the perfect grammar. Start with what you have now. Use the words you already know. Connect them into small sentences. Say them to yourself. Say them to a friend. Say them to the mirror. Speak them out loud. Every time you speak, your English grows stronger. Think of it like learning to swim. You cannot learn by reading a book about swimming. You cannot learn by watching videos. You learn only when you get into the water. Speaking English is the same. You cannot learn to speak by only reading. You cannot learn to speak by only listening. You learn to speak by speaking. At first, your sentences will be short. That is fine. At first, your words will be simple. That is fine. At first, you will make mistakes. That is more than fine, because each word you say is practice. Each sentence you speak is progress. And one day, you will look back and realize how far you have come. So today, I give you a challenge. After watching this video, speak one sentence out loud. Do not care if it is simple. Do not care if it is wrong. Just speak it. Say, I am learning English. Say, I like English. Say, I want to speak more. That one sentence could change your future. My friend, remember this truth. Speaking is not the final exam. Speaking is the journey. The more you speak, the faster you learn. The more you speak, the braver you become. The more you speak, the closer you're to fluency. So speak today. Speak early. Speak now. Let your voice rise. Let your English live. Do not wait for tomorrow. Your English life begins the moment you speak. Chapter 6, Daily Routine. If you want English to grow in your life, you must bring it into your daily routine. Learning English is not only about study. It is about habit. It is about what you do every day. A routine is the secret bridge between small steps and big success. Think about your day. You wake up. You eat. You go to school or work. You come home. You relax. You sleep. These are things you do every single day. If you connect English to these moments, you will practice without pressure. You will learn without stress. You will grow without even knowing. When I first started, I did not have time for long lessons. But I had a routine. I decided to add English into small parts of it. When I woke up, I said one English sentence to myself in the mirror. When I made coffee, I described it in English. When I walked outside, I looked at things and gave them English names. My day became my classroom, and slowly, my English became my life. Your daily routine can do the same for you. In the morning, say 3 sentences in English. For example, I am awake. Today will be good. I feel strong. These sentences will give you both language and motivation. During breakfast, describe your food. This is bread. The tea is hot. I like eggs. Simple sentences, but powerful practice. When you go outside, look around. Say what you see. The car is red. The street is busy. The sun is bright. These are not just words. These are daily exercises for your brain and your tongue. Each one makes you faster. Each one makes you more confident. At night, you can have more practice. Before you sleep, write 1 or 2 sentences in a small English diary. Write about your day. Write about your feelings. Write about what you want tomorrow. It can be very simple. I was happy today. I learned a new word. Tomorrow I will practice again. This routine makes English your habit, not just your subject. Some people say they do not have time. But the truth is, you do not need hours. You only need minutes. 1 minute in the morning. 1 minute at lunch. 1 minute before bed. These small minutes, every day, are stronger than one big study session once a week. Consistency is the key. Routine is the power. Think about brushing your teeth. You do it every day. It is small. It takes little time. But if you stop, your teeth suffer. English is the same. Small practice every day is better than big study sometimes. Your brain loves daily routine. It remembers better when you repeat often. Let me ask you, my friend, what if you decide today to make English part of your daily life? What if, from this moment, you say even one sentence every day? Imagine yourself after 1 month. You will already be stronger. Imagine yourself after 6 months. You will be surprised at how natural it feels. Imagine yourself after 1 year. You will look back and smile, because English will no longer be a stranger. It will be your friend. This is the secret of routine. It makes English your lifestyle. It removes fear. It removes stress. It makes you grow without stopping. Do not wait for the perfect time. Do not wait for free hours. Use the time you already have. Your morning, your evening, your small daily moments. They are enough. My friend, remember this. Success is not built in one day. Success is built in daily steps. Small steps. Repeated steps. Your routine is your teacher. Your routine is your classroom. Your routine is your path to fluency. So make English part of your day. Start small. Stay steady. Do it today. Do it tomorrow. Do it every day. And soon, you will not only study English, you will live it. Chapter 7. Learn from mistakes. Every learner is afraid of mistakes. You try to speak, but the words come out wrong. You write, but the spelling is not correct. You listen, but you do not understand everything. And then fear comes. You think, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe English is too hard for me. But let me tell you the truth, my friend. Mistakes are not your enemy. Mistakes are your best teacher. Think about how a child learns to walk. They fall many times. They cry. They get hurt. But they always stand up again. Each fall makes their legs stronger. Each mistake brings them closer to balance. Without falling, they can never learn to walk. And without mistakes, you can never learn to speak English. When I started my English journey, I was afraid to speak. I thought people would laugh. I thought I would sound stupid. But then I realized something powerful. Every time I made a mistake, I learned faster. If I said a word wrong, someone corrected me. If I used grammar wrong, I remembered it better next time. If I misunderstood, I paid more attention. Mistakes did not make me weak. They made me strong. Maybe you're also afraid right now. Maybe you are silent because you do not want to sound wrong. But silence will not teach you anything. Mistakes will. If you stay silent, your English will never grow. If you speak, even with mistakes, your English will become alive. Which one do you choose? Silence or growth? The most successful learners are not the ones who make no mistakes. The most successful learners are the ones who make mistakes and keep going. They fall. They stand up. They fall again. They stand up again. And step by step, they reach fluency. That is the power of learning from mistakes. I remember saying the wrong word in front of people. I felt so embarrassed. But later, I realized those mistakes stayed in my memory. I never forgot them. And because of that, I improved faster. So now, I tell you the same. Be proud of your mistakes. They show that you are learning. They show that you are trying. They show that you are alive in English. Think of mistakes like steps on a ladder. Each mistake is one step higher. You cannot jump to the top in one move. You climb one step at a time. Each step is progress. Each mistake is part of your journey. If you avoid mistakes, you avoid the ladder. You stay on the ground. But if you climb with courage, you will reach the top. Let me ask you, my friend, what do you remember more? The times you were perfect or the times you made mistakes? The mistakes stay in your mind. And that is good, because they teach you. They guide you. They give you experience. Perfection does not teach you. Mistakes do. So today, I want you to change the way you see mistakes. Do not fear them. Welcome them. Do not hide from them. Use them. Every time you say something wrong, smile and think, I just learned. Every time you forget a word, smile and think, next time I will remember. Every mistake is a step forward, not backward. English is not about being perfect. English is about being brave. Brave enough to try. Brave enough to fail. Brave enough to try again. That is how you grow. That is how you become fluent. My friend, remember this truth. Mistakes are not the end. Mistakes are the beginning. They are proof that you're moving. They are proof that you're learning. They are proof that you're on the path. So do not be afraid. Do not stop. Keep speaking. Keep trying. Keep learning. And let your mistakes become your strength. Chapter 8. Think in English. One of the biggest secrets of learning English is this. You must think in English. Not just speak it. Not just write it. You must bring English into your mind. Because every word you speak first begins as a thought. If your thoughts are in your language, your tongue will always wait. But if your thoughts are in English, your words will come faster. At the beginning, I always translated. Someone asked me a question. My brain heard it in English. Then I changed it into my language. Then I found the answer. Then I translated again into English. By the time I was ready, the moment was gone. People were already speaking about something else. And I felt slow. I felt left behind. Then one day, I tried something new. I told myself, think in English, even if it is simple. I looked at my food and said in my mind, this is rice. I looked at the clock and said, it is late. I looked at the mirror and said, I am tired. These were not big sentences, but they were mine. And slowly, my brain began to change. I stopped translating. I started thinking. My friend, translation is heavy. It makes you slow. It keeps you from speaking freely. But thinking in English makes you light. It gives you speed. It gives you freedom. That is why I tell you now. Do not wait until your English is perfect. Start thinking in English today. Even if it is one word. Even if it is one thought. Children do not translate. They think directly in the language they hear. That is why they learn so fast. You could do the same. Do not say to yourself, I am hungry in your language. Say in English. Do not say, I am tired in your language. Say in English. Every time you do this, you train your brain. You make English your natural voice. At first, it will feel strange. Your brain will want to return to your language. That is normal. Do not fight it. Just guide it. Start with small things. Start with your daily routine. Say in your mind, I am waking up. I'm brushing my teeth. I'm going to school. These small thoughts are powerful practice. They're the bridge from your language to English. I remember walking down the street and describing everything in my head. The car is red. The sky is blue. That man is walking fast. It felt silly at first, but soon it became natural. And one day, when I needed to speak, the words came quickly. Why? Because I had already thought them many times. Thinking prepared me for speaking. Let me ask you, my friend, how many hours do you spend with your own thoughts? Every day, you think hundreds of things. If even half of those are in English, imagine how much practice you will get. Imagine how strong your brain will become. Imagine how fluent you will sound. This is the truth. Thinking in English is like exercise for your mind. The more you do it, the stronger you get. And you do not need books. You do not need teachers. You only need yourself. Your mind is your classroom. Your thoughts are your lessons. Your life is your practice. So today, make a promise. Begin to think in English. Do in small steps. Do in simple words. Do it every day. And do not stop. One day, you will realize something amazing. You will be speaking without translating. You will be speaking without fear. You will be speaking like English is your natural voice. My friend, remember this. Fluency does not begin with the tongue. Fluency begins with the mind. If you can think in English, you can speak in English. So start today. Think simple. Think small. Think brave. And let English live not only in your mouth, but also in your mind. Chapter 9. Shadowing. There is one practice that can change your English fast. It is called shadowing. Shadowing means listening and speaking at the same time. You listen to a voice, and you copy it immediately. You do not wait. You do not write. You do not think too much. You just follow the sound. You become the shadow of the speaker. When I first tried shadowing, it was difficult. My tongue felt heavy. My brain felt slow. The voice was fast. I want to stop, but I kept going. And something amazing happened. Slowly, my mouth began to move faster. My words began to sound clearer. My sentences began to feel natural. Shadowing was like magic. My friend, shadowing is powerful because it gives you real practice. You're not only listening, you're not only speaking, you're doing both together. Your ears, your brain, and your mouth work as a team. And when they work together, you grow stronger. At first, you will not understand every word. That is fine. Do not stop. The goal of shadowing is not perfect understanding. The goal is rhythm. The goal is sound. The goal is courage. If you keep copying the voice, your brain will learn faster than you expect. Think about music. When you sing along to a song, you do not always know every word, but you still sing. You follow the rhythm. You feel the beat. And slowly, you remember more and more. Shadowing is the same. It turns English into music. It makes speaking a natural habit. You can shadow anything. You can shadow movies. You can shadow podcasts. You can shadow YouTube videos. Choose a voice you like. Play it. And copy it. Do it again and again. At first, you will feel slow. But with time, your mouth will move smoothly. Your accent will improve. Your fluency will rise. I remember shadowing English news. The speaker was so fast. I could not follow. But I tried. I copied the first few words. Then I lost the rest. But every day I tried again. And after weeks, I noticed a big change. My ears were sharper. My tongue was quicker. My confidence was stronger. Shadowing gave me power. Maybe you feel nervous to try. Maybe you think, what if I sound silly? But listen to me. You will sound silly only to yourself. Nobody else is judging. And even if someone hears you, what does it matter? You are practicing. You are learning. You are growing. And that is more important than fear. Let me ask you, my friend, what if you shadowed for just 10 minutes every day? Imagine your fluency after 1 month. Imagine your voice after 6 months. Imagine your confidence after 1 year. The results will be life-changing. All because you chose to be a shadow for a little while each day. The beauty of shadowing is that it works fast. You hear, you speak, you repeat. You feel English inside your body. Your mouth learns the shape of the words. Your brain learns the speed. Your heart learns the rhythm. That is why shadowing is not just practice. It is transformation. So today, I challenge you. Choose one video or audio. Listen. Copy the voice. Do not worry about mistakes. Do not worry about speed. Just follow. Become the shadow. Do it again tomorrow. And the next day. And the day after that. Make it your habit. My friend, remember this truth. The more you shadow, the more you shine. Shadowing takes you from silence to fluency. Shadowing takes you from fear to freedom. Shadowing takes you from learning English to living English. So be brave. Start shadowing today. Let your voice follow another voice. And soon, your voice will stand strong on its own. Chapter 10. Write your words. Speaking is powerful. Listening is powerful. But writing is also a secret key. Writing makes your English stronger. Writing makes your thoughts clear. Writing gives you proof that you're learning. Every word you write is a brick in the house of your English. When I first started, I was afraid to write. I thought my spelling was bad. I thought my grammar was wrong. I thought people would laugh if they saw my words. So I avoided writing. But then one teacher told me something I will never forget. She said, "Do not write for others. Write for yourself. Write your life. Write your truth." And when I started doing that, my English began to grow faster than ever. Writing helps because it slows you down. When you speak, the words fly away. But when you write, the words stay. You can see them. You can touch them. You can read them again and again. Each time you look at your writing, you learn more. Each time you add a new word, you build higher. You do not need to write big essays. You do not need to write perfect stories. Start small. Write one line a day. Write about your morning. Write about your feelings. Write about what you ate. Simple things. I am happy today. The food is good. I walked outside. These small sentences are seeds. With time, they grow into paragraphs. With practice, they grow into stories. I remember keeping a small notebook. It was my English diary. Every night, before bed, I wrote 1 or 2 lines. Some nights I was tired. Some nights I only wrote 3 words. But I never stopped. And after months, I looked back at my notebook. I was shocked. I had pages and pages of English. I had my own story written in another language. That moment gave me so much pride. Maybe you are afraid to start. Maybe you think, what if I write it wrong? But let me tell you something. Wrong writing is better than no writing. Every mistake you make on paper is a lesson. Every sentence you write, even with errors, is a step forward. Do not let fear stop your hand. Your pen is your teacher. Writing also helps your memory. When you write a word, you remember it longer. When you write a sentence, you understand it deeper. Your brain connects your eyes, your hand, and your mind. That is why writing is so powerful. It is practice that stays with you. Let me ask you, my friend, what if you wrote just 1 line every day for a year? That would be 365 lines. 365 moments of English. 365 steps closer to fluency. Imagine holding that notebook in your hands. Imagine feeling proud of every word. That is possible. That can be you. The best part about writing is that it shows your journey. You can see your progress. You can see how your sentences grow. You can see how your confidence grows. It becomes your story in English. And nobody can take that away from you. So today, take a pen, take a notebook, or even use your phone. Write 1 sentence. Do not wait for tomorrow. Do not wait for perfect grammar. Just write. And tomorrow, write again. Small steps will build big change. My friend, remember this truth. Spoken words fly away. Written words stay forever. Writing is your proof. Writing is your practice. Writing is your strength. So write your words. Write your life. Write your English into reality. Chapter 11. Confidence grows. At the start of learning English, you may feel small. Your voice feels weak. Your sentences feel broken. You look at others and think, they are better than me. I can never speak like them. But my friend, confidence is not something you are born with. Confidence is something you build. And every small step you take in English makes your confidence grow. I remember the first time I spoke a full sentence. It was simple. It was not perfect. But when the person understood me, my heart was full of joy. That moment gave me courage. I wanted to speak again. I wanted to try more. Confidence was not waiting for me. I created it. You can create it too. Confidence grows with action, not with waiting. If you wait for confidence before you speak, you will stay silent forever. But if you speak, even when afraid, your confidence will rise. Every time you use English, even a little, you are feeding your courage. And courage grows stronger with practice. Think about riding a bicycle. The first time you try, you fall. You feel scared. But when you keep trying, you balance. And when you balance, you feel free. English is the same. The first time you speak, you may fall. But if you try again, you will balance. And when you balance, your confidence will fly. Do not compare yourself to others. Do not think, they are better, I am worse. Their journey is not your journey. Your only job is to be better than you were yesterday. If yesterday you said one word, today say two. If yesterday you wrote one line, today write two. These small wins are proof. Proof that you're growing. Proof that your confidence is rising. I know sometimes fear will whisper to you. Fear will say, what if I make a mistake? But answer back, I will learn. Fear will say, what if people laugh? But answer back, at least I'm speaking. Fear will say, what if I fail? But answer back, every mistake is my teacher. When you answer fear with action, confidence takes its place. Your confidence also grows when you celebrate small wins. Do not wait for big success. Celebrate the little moments. Celebrate when you understand one new word. Celebrate when you finish one page of writing. Celebrate when you listen and catch one sentence. These small victories are your fuel. They will push you forward. Let me ask you, my friend, how will you feel the day you speak English without thinking? How will you feel when you introduce yourself to someone new? How will you feel when you order food in English and the waiter understands you? That feeling will be priceless. That feeling is confidence. And that confidence will change your life. Remember, confidence does not mean you never make mistakes. Confidence means you're not afraid of them. Confidence means you keep speaking, keep learning, keep trying. That is the kind of strength that will carry you to fluency. So today, take one action. Speak one sentence. Write one thought. Listen to 1 minute of English. Do something. Anything. That small action will make your confidence grow. Tomorrow, do it again. And again. And again. Soon, you will not only learn English. You will believe in yourself. My friend, never forget this truth. Confidence is not a gift. Confidence is a habit. It is something you build every day, and you are building it right now. Step by step, word by word, sentence by sentence. Your English journey is not only about language. It is about courage. It is about believing that you can, because you can. And when you believe in yourself, nothing can stop you. So let your confidence grow. Let shine. Let it guide you to the English life you dream of. Chapter 12. Keep going. The most powerful step in your English journey is not the first. It is not even the second. The most powerful step is the one you take after you feel tired. The step you take when you want to stop. The step you take when your mind says, this is too hard. That step is the one that changes everything. That step is called persistence. It is called keep going. Many people start learning English. They feel excited in the beginning. They study for a week. They practice for a month. But then life gets busy. They stop. And slowly, they lose what they learned. They quit too early. They never reach fluency, not because they are weak, but because they stopped walking. My friend, I want you to be different. I want you to be the one who keeps going. Even when it is hard. Even when you feel slow. Even when you make mistakes. You keep going. Because every day you continue, you're closer to your goal. Every day you continue, your English grows stronger. I remember days when I felt hopeless. I thought, maybe English is not for me. I wanted to quit. But then I told myself, just one more day. Just one more step. And when I kept going, something changed. Suddenly, I could understand more. Suddenly, I could speak faster. Suddenly, I realized that I was improving. And that feeling gave me new energy. You see, learning English is not about being fast. It is about being steady. Small steps every day will beat big steps once in a while. 10 minutes today, 10 minutes tomorrow, 10 minutes the next day. These small moments add up. They build a mountain. They build your future. Think about water. A river cuts through rock, not because it is strong, but because it never stops. Drop by drop, day by day, the river makes a path. Your English will be the same. If you keep going, you will make your own path to fluency. Let me ask you, my friend, how will you feel in 1 year if you keep going every day? Imagine speaking to someone confidently. Imagine traveling and using English without fear. Imagine reading books, watching movies, and understanding them. That future is waiting for you. But only if you keep walking today. Do not let fear stop you. Do not let mistakes stop you. Do not let time stop you. Even if you are busy, give 5 minutes. Even if you are tired, say one sentence. Even if you are scared, listen to one voice. Do something small, but do it every day. That is the key. Your journey will not always be easy. Some days will feel heavy. Some days you will want to quit. But those are the days that matter most. Because if you continue on those days, nothing can stop you. You will become unbreakable. Remember this truth. The world is full of people who started and then stopped. Be the one who started and never gave up. Be the one who kept going until the dream became real. So today, I give you this promise. If you keep going, you will succeed. If you keep going, you will become fluent. If you keep going, you will live the English life you dream of. The only way to fail is to quit. The only way to win is to continue. My friend, this is your time. You've already started. You've already taken steps. Now do not stop. Keep going. Keep learning. Keep speaking. Keep living English. And one day, you will look back and say, I did it. I never gave up. I kept going. And now, English is mine. My friend, your English journey has already begun. Keep going. Do not stop. If this video gave you hope, like it, share your first English sentence in the comments, and subscribe my channel Unleash Your English for more. Together, we will make English your voice, your power, and your future.